Today we're taking a look at these NBA matches, which are happening on Thursday, December 29, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and push that notification bell to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. Also, check out our perks and join the High Stakes membership. Joining the High Stakes membership is easy, is cheap, but it will help a lot in the growth process of this channel. Plus check out our Patreon in the link down below if you want access for our premium picks. Our Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting predictions that ends up costing you a lot of time and money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Going back to our video, we will give you 2 betting picks for each game, a team pick and a total pick based on facts and detailed explanation, so make sure to watch our videos till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. One more thing before we start, check out our new channel High Stakes Props and Parlays, where you can find our player props and parlay picks predictions. You will find the link in the description and comments section below. New York Knicks vs San Antonio Spurs. The Knicks faced the Mavericks and took a loss by a final of 126-121 in their last contest. When it comes to personal fouls, the Knicks left the arena with 23, while the Mavericks racked up 25 personal fouls. They also converted 13 of their 46 shots from long range. Dallas finished the game shooting 75.8% from the charity stripe by making 25 of 33 attempts. In addition, Dallas grabbed 47 boards, 7 offensive, 40 defensive, but wasn't able to record a block. Dallas doled out 20 dimes and had 4 steals in the game. In terms of defending, New York let their opponent shoot 48.9% from the field on 44 of 90 shooting. They also distributed 27 dimes in the matchup, as well as forcing the other team into 9 turnovers and having 5 steals. When talking about hauling in rebounds, they collected 55 with 17 of them being of the offensive sort. At the charity stripe, the Knicks converted 15 of 24 tries for a percentage of 62.5%. New York ended the game having earned a 43.7% field goal percentage, 45 out of 103, and made 16 of 53-point shots. Quentin Grimes is a guy who was a contributor in this matchup. He ended up with 33 points on 12 out of 25 shooting. He was on the hardwood for 48 minutes played and also totaled 6 boards. Grimes shot 48.0% from the field and also totaled 4 dimes. When they last stepped on the court, the Spurs took a loss by a score of 130-114 when they played the Thunder. The Spurs were able to corral 25 defensive rebounds and 16 offensive boards for a total of 41 in this contest. They also gave up possession of the ball 14 times while getting 9 steals for the game. The Thunder were called for 18 personal fouls in this contest, which took the Spurs to the charity stripe for a total of 14 tries. They were able to make 12 of them for a clip of 85.7%. In terms of 3-point shots, San Antonio converted 10 of their 29 tries, 34.5%. New York and San Antonio have both struggled as of late, but this is the perfect game for the Knicks to rebound nicely and cover the spread with ease here. The Knicks have a solid offense that can take advantage of the Spurs defense, which is the worst in the league, and even if Brunson and Barrett can't go, the Knicks offense still has a ton of weapons with Randall, Robinson, and Quickly, who can take advantage of this porous defense. Meanwhile, San Antonio is just 14-20 against the spread this season, while New York is 18-15-2. In the Spurs' last 5 games, the average margin of defeat is 14.2 points as they don't lose close games, and this is another I expect New York to win by a blowout. Our first pick, take the New York here. New York comes into this one with a record of 18-17 this season. They turn it over 13.9 times per game, and as a squad they commit 21.2 fouls per game. As a team, New York is snagging 47.4 boards per game and has 823 dimes for the season, which is 19th in basketball in terms of passing. The Knicks are hitting 33.8% on 3-point attempts, 409 of 1,209, and 78.4% from the charity stripe. They currently have an average of 114.6 points per game, 11th in the league, while hitting 45.9% from the field. New York has struggled as of late as they are on a 4-game losing streak and coming off a loss to the Dallas Mavericks on Tuesday. New York led at the half, but Dallas rallied in the second half to force OT and outscored the Knicks 11-6 in OT to get the win. In the game, New York was led by Julius Randle, who had a double-double with 29 points and 18 rebounds, while Mitchell Robinson also had a double-double with 20 points and 16 rebounds. Emmanuel Quickley was the third player who had a double-double with 13 points and 15 assists, while Quentin Grimes had 33 points. When they are on defense, the Knicks are forcing 13.5 turnovers on a nightly basis, and they draw 21.3 personal fouls. They currently rank 16th in basketball in giving up assists with 869 relinquished on the season. The Knicks defensively are giving up an opponent field goal percentage of 45.4%, 1,417 of 3,122, and they concede 43.9 boards per contest as a squad. They concede 34.2% on three-point shots, and they are 14th in basketball in points per game allowed, 112.5. Devin Vassell ended up being a factor for the Spurs in this game. He knocked down 8 out of 15 for the game for a field goal rate of 53.3% and had 3 rebounds. Vassell earned 20 points in his 30 minutes on the court and had 2 dimes in the game. San Antonio has a record of 11-23 on the season. As an offense, the Spurs are connecting on 46.8% from the field, which is 17th in the league. San Antonio has scored 3,780 points this year, 111.2 per game, and they snag 42.4 rebounds per game. They are assisting teammates 27.1 times per game, 4th in the league, and they lose possession by turning the ball over 16.1 times per contest. The Spurs are committing 20.1 personal fouls every game, and they connect on 73.2% from the free throw line. San Antonio has been one of the worst teams in the NBA, as they are in a full rebuild mode, as they are 11-23 this season, which ranks 14th in the West and 4th in the NBA. At home, they are also 6-12, while they average just 111.2 ppg, which ranks 23rd, while defensively they have struggled as they allow 120.5 ppg, which is 30th in the NBA. They have also been led by Keldon Johnson is averaging 20.9 ppg, Devin Vassell is averaging 19.6, while Tre Jones is chipping in with 12.8 ppg, and Jakob Poeltl is averaging 12.2 ppg. The San Antonio defense surrenders 39.3% on three-point shots, 433 of 1,103, and their opponents are making 79.1% of their shots from the charity stripe. They have given up 26.9 dimes and 43.7 rebounds per game, which ranks 30th and 19th in the league. The Spurs on the defensive end are ranked 30th in basketball in PPG, given up with 120.5. They are forcing their opponents into 15.0 turnovers on a nightly basis and have allowed teams to shoot 50.4% from the floor, 30th in basketball. Given how bad San Antonio's defense is, I like the over in this matchup. The Spurs are 18-15-1 in hitting the over this season, while New York is 17-17-1. As well, San Antonio is currently playing at a pace of 102, which ranks 11th, while they have an offensive efficiency of 106.9, which ranks only 28, but their defensive efficiency is 115.9, which is 30th. New York, meanwhile, is playing at a pace of 99.5, which ranks 22nd, but their offensive efficiency is 111.7, which ranks 10th as they make most of their possessions. Finally, in San Antonio's last 10 games, the games are averaging 233.8 ppg, while New York's last 10 games are averaging 226 points. Our second pick is over the total.